Paul George. What's the latest there?
Yeah, Ramona Shelburne is all over this story. Paul George has been traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder. We are still trying to determine what the pieces are here, but the impetus for this is Russell Westbrook. The Thunder were concerned that Westbrook would not sign an extension to his contract that they're ready to offer him tonight. Now they have Paul George to be able to offer to. It seems like they're going to be willing to roll the dice here and accept the chance of Paul George leaving after a year. But if that gets them, Russell Westbrook to re-sign into the fold, it may be worth it, and they become a more serious contender in the Western Conference. Really stunning. We did not hear Oklahoma City as an option for George throughout this process, but there was momentum towards another deal with Paul George this afternoon with Indiana. They have a lot of young pieces in Oklahoma City. We'll see which ones were contained in the deal. That's going to be key to evaluate it.
Yeah, Ramona just tweeted that she's hearing it's Oladipo and Sabonis, but here it is, a one-year rental with Paul George, considered, I don't know, top 12, depending on who you ask, player. But what do you think? You mentioned Russell Westbrook, but what's the line of thinking? You know the Oklahoma City front office. What's the line of thinking that they can get him in and both into their system and make it work long term?
Well, Oladipo does have a connection, obviously, to Indiana with playing at Indiana University, and that has some relevance in a place where they need to sell tickets. And I'm not so sure that the Thunder were thrilled with the contract extension that they gave Oladipo at the start of last season, which was around $80 million over the next 4 years. And it didn't look maybe as good after Oladipo's first season there. So they get off of that contract, and now if the worst happens and Westbrook doesn't extend and George walks, at least they have a clean salary cap sheet. This is an incredible use of assets by Sam Presti. We'll see if there's any draft picks in the deal. What's interesting here is that it's clear that Indiana didn't have a great offer. They get Oladipo on a long-term deal, like I said, that's sort of squishy in terms of its value right now, and Sabonis, who had a decent rookie year but certainly not a standout, didn't make the all-rookie teams. That's not a very impressive haul for Paul George, and I think that's indicative of the fact that the Pacers didn't have a lot of great offers.